George Bush in person.
I see you lost inside your circumstance, and I see you looking for a chance to dance, and it seems to me the world's a better place because of you. You were made to shine just like the stars above, and I know you are made for love and to be loved, and it seems to me the world's a better place because of you. Oh, why do we see one another and compare our lives together, thinking that the greener grass is anywhere but here? Shine, shine, set your eyes on things above now. Shine, shine, you are someone made for love now. Shine, shine, join in the applause of love and shine. Ain't it grand? Life is so worth celebrating. Hand in hand, live a life worth imitating. Sing along, the world's a better place because of you. Oh, why do we see one another and compare our lives together, thinking that the greener grass is anywhere but here? Truth breaks in like revelation. You're a part of God's creation. You were born with your own story, singing, dancing, giving glory. Shine, shine, set your eyes on things above now. Shine, shine, you are someone made for love now. Shine, shine, join in the applause of love and shine. Eyes on things above now. Shine, shine, you are someone made for love now. Shine, shine, join in the applause of love and shine.
Kevin Payne from the Georgia Association of Tax Officials. We booked John Morgan for our banquet that we have every year for about 400 people in Athens, Georgia. And Mr. Morgan, of course, was being the George W. Bush impersonator. And I've been planning this banquet for a number of years. We've had this banquet for about 50 years. And I don't know that I've ever had a banquet as well received as Mr. Morgan's performance. When I booked him, I was expecting just a comedian, somebody that would be lighthearted. His message was much more than that. It was uplifting, it was encouraging. You know, he made us laugh, but he also made everyone that was here feel better about themselves and their jobs, and everyone truly left happy. So we couldn't be happier with Mr. Morgan's performance.
I'm the free world leader. Freedom's rolling out to you. Oh, let's roll. Well, I'm the good news instigator.
Took me all this time to get the privacy edited so I could see Rich, Jeff, Claire, Norm. Well, I decided to go cowboy today. Yeah. Thanks for the love, everybody. And welcome to the John Morgan Show. I am honored to be here with you today. It is a privilege that I do not take lightly, and I am excited to share with you today about the messy middle. The messy middle, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, there's a hole in my arm. Okay, so proof that just because you get a new computer doesn't mean that everything is a-okay, or that you've suddenly become an expert in green screen and all of that. Thank you for the love. I don't know who's there sharing all those beautiful hearts, but I'm so grateful. Let me see if I can fix that weirdness. All right, does my arm look like an arm again? Wow, that was weird. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the John Morgan Show. It is great to be with you here on a beautiful Monday afternoon, coming from you in Orlando, Florida, and going out all over the world. And what a great thing it is to be with you. Just got back, my wife and I, from a great visit with our son, Stephen, his beautiful bride, Brittany, their two awesome kids out in Colorado. And I've got actually a couple of pictures to show you from out there, if I can figure out how to get over there. Look at that. Oh, you know, we one day decided that we would drive up to Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak is like 14,000 and something feet tall. Huge. And the cool thing about Pikes Peak, as far as my son Stephen is concerned, is you can see the top of Pikes Peak from his living room. He's got this big, beautiful bay window, and instead of having a TV or anything like that in the living room, they have beauty, they have nature, they have Pikes Peak, trees in the foreground, beautiful mountains in the background. And we drove up there. And while we were up there, we saw this gentleman right here, and he was in a wheelchair. He actually does not have his natural legs anymore. He is a veteran who lost his legs in combat, and he made it out onto that ledge. His arms are stronger than mine will ever be, and this is just one of the beautiful scenes. And these were two of the beautiful people that we met while we were out there. And I just let me see if I can drag in another picture. Let me see if this works. I don't know if it'll work during the live feed. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that'll give you just an idea. The vistas are absolutely breathtaking. You can climb around and have so much fun. Steamboat Springs, Carol, yes. I've never been there, but I understand it's breathtaking as well. You know, when I was a high school senior, we took a trip to Breckenridge, Colorado, to go snow skiing, and that was a lot of fun. Went with Young Life. That was my first time to experience skiing at Colorado, and what an experience it was, because I did not know what I was getting into. I took the lesson. I learned about snow plowing, which you turn your skis into a piece of pizza. And then what it does is it creates resistance so that it'll slow you down, right? But if you're going 90 miles an hour, the snowplow does not work. and I was going up and down the bunny slope over and over again until I was a daredevil back then, and I just would go straight down, didn't bother with left or right, and kind of almost forgot how to turn left or right when I decided to go up on the intermediate slope. And on the intermediate slope, I discovered a thing I did not anticipate, and they didn't teach me anything about in my bunny slope lesson. And so first of all, I fell off the chairlift because they didn't teach you in bunny slope lessons how to get off of the chairlift, which you have to actually hop down and ski down the chairlift onto a little kind of a flat area, and then when you start going down, you're going down, seriously, literally and figuratively. And so starting to go down the hill, I kind of was going too quickly down very fast. And I thought, what do I do? I was so afraid that I thought, if I turn left, I'm just going to fall over. If I turn right, I'm just going to fall over, because you're supposed to just weave your way back and forth. And you can go as slow as you want that way. But I was already going straight down. So I thought, well, I'll just tuck my ski poles in like this and kind of crouch down. I don't know what made me think that. It was the absolute opposite of what I should have done. And maybe I'll just be able to make it down to the bottom. And later on, some of my friends said they thought that I was just this professional, amazing skier because I was going so fast down the hill. And then I discovered something that I had never before heard of. Moguls. They take this perfectly beautiful ski slope and then they put objects in the middle of it to kill you. And it's just all of a sudden there'll be this pile of snow that's hard as a rock, and you hit it. What is going on with my... Oh, okay, I was getting a message, and it was going along the top of the screen. I don't know if you guys will see that or not. But I hit a mogul, and I went flying. My skis went one way, my poles went the other, my goggles were somewhere, and there was snow 50 feet in the air as I skidded to a stop somewhere many, many feet away from my skis and poles. And it was very disheartening. And it was very tempting for me at that point to just say, I don't ever need to ski. I will get through life just fine if I never ski again. But I didn't, I was there to ski, and it was just the first day. So I decided to hang it out, I decided to stick with it. And I wound up getting the hang of it and having a great time. But there in the messy middle, there after the beginning, when the hard work is ensuing and there's very little reward, that's when it can really, really take a toll on you. And that's where a lot of people drop off. That's where a lot of people never finish. And I recall when I was writing both of my books, My Life as a Bush and War on Fear, halfway through, there's this place where you just get bogged down with it all. And it feels, feelings are so important at that place because it seems like you're never going to finish. And it's just weird. It's kind of like a nightmare because in the place of the messy middle, your thoughts start lying to you big time, telling you, what are you doing? What are you doing wasting all your time on this crazy project that you're never going to finish? And even if you do finish it, nobody's ever going to read it. Nobody's going to listen to it. Nobody's going to care. You're going to miss the moment. You're going to miss out on everything you think is important. And so you should just give up. You see, the messy middle is what tests the mettle of the man. The messy middle, I'm going to repeat that because I think it's pretty good. The messy middle tests the mettle of the man. And it's when you are not in the middle of the excitement of getting started or the thrill of the victory at the finish line when you're really tested. So when you start any kind of project, when you begin to learn a new recipe, when you begin to write a book, when you decide you want to write a song, I can't tell you how many unfinished songs I have sitting on my computers and on recorders everywhere. Tons of them. But there are many that I have finished, and there's one particular that I've written about the times that we're living in, and I'm really excited about recording that later this week up in Atlanta, and I will be thrilled to share that with you in the very near future. I can't yet because it's I'm too excited about it. I want to wait till it's finished when it's got all the parts on it, and then I'll share it with you. But it's called My Brother and Me, and I believe it's going to be a vehicle of healing, and I'm so excited about it. But right here in the messy middle, it's tempting to give it up. It's tempting to just lay it down and go do something else. Friday, I celebrated my 40th show. Well, guess what today is? 41. Big deal. What's 41? Well, it's George H.W. Bush, George Bush's daddy. He was the 41st president. But, I'm looking forward to that milestone of 50 shows. That's 2 weeks away. I'm looking forward to the milestone of 100 shows. But right here, it starts to feel, a little like the messy middle. So I figured this is the perfect time, since I'm experiencing it, this is the perfect time to share it with you. That when you get in the middle of something and things are not going the way you want them to, that's the time when you need to remember your why. You need to remember what your vision is, what your goal is. Who are you doing it for? What are you doing it for? What is your why? What is your ambition? What is the thing that you are involved to begin with? Different authors have written, I can't think of the names of them at the moment, but they write about your why. They write about coming up with a reason. What is the reason that you want to start a project? And hold on to that. And you've got to hold on to it tightly and remember it and call it to mind often, because there are times when it just gets lost in the fog, like there's a mist out there and it just seems endless, like you're never going to come to the end of it. But hang on, because the mist will clear and you will certainly reach the finish line. I'm so happy to have written to Simon Sinek. Thank you, Rich. Yes, that's right. And Harold Hill is the other one. I was just listening to a Facebook Live broadcast from my friend Cliff Ravenscraft just a few minutes ago, and he was holding up a book from Harold Hill. There's that hole in my... I'm going to have to work on this, folks, when I'm not in the middle of the show and do my hands and, look at that. In different, a little while ago, I was actually playing with that setting, and I have green eyes, as you can see, and they disappear at certain times if you don't have the settings just right. And I looked kind of like a monster, and that was kind of fun. But I don't want to show it to you guys because, you don't need to see me looking like a monster. That's not going to help anybody. You need to see my sweet little puppy dog, Sky. Look at this. This is our golden doodle. Can you believe that dog? That is my sweet little dog. She's laying right there. Sky, I'm talking about you. Yes, I am. She's walking out because I think Kathy's just coming home. But she is a monstrous dog. When we got her, we had no idea what we were in for. She was just a little ball of fluff. We purchased her before she was even born. Well, actually, we had the pick of 3 different dogs. We made the purchase, but then we got to pick. And we picked her out. Yes, we did. And it's so funny. When we first got her, she was almost more like a cat than a dog. In her disposition. She didn't ever look you in the eye. She didn't really care about you. She was kind of in her own little world. And that's the way she really has been for years and years and years. But over the years, we've been able to get her to be a Morgan and to be very affectionate and to be very loving. And, she loves to play and she loves to do what we call the happy dance. And, she will jump around the bed, go this way and then go that way and this way. She loves to play. And if you're in play mode, she'll look you right in the eye. She's so excited. And otherwise, it's like, I don't even see you. Hi, Diane. Now, how did your howdy get into the screen? I don't even know how that happened. Okay, there's a button here that says click to view 22 comments. I'm going to click it and let's see what happens. It just went away. Great. Let's see. Can I just drag one of these comments over here? Ah! Look at that! Rich! Oh, look at that picture of you and your beautiful bride. That is so fun. I did not realize that I can just drag Lynn! Hello there! Oh, I got to tell the selfishy story and the story of how we rescued you from a giant eel. Lynn is my publicist, and when I first met Lynn, it was one of those amazing occasions when you have no idea that fate is about to come up and slap you upside the head, but then it does. And what an honor to know you, Lynn. Lynn has served me in so many ways, getting my message out there to the people. I love her, and if you're an artist and you need the giant eel, yes. If you ever need a publicist, Lynn McCain is the greatest. She's in Nashville, Franklin, Tennessee area, and she can really serve you. Now, what is this large comment that somebody made? D. Churchill said, oh wow, what's this? Let's read it. When you feel you cannot continue in your position for another minute, and all that is human power has been done, that is the moment when the enemy is most exhausted, when one, hey, let me bring it back in. All right. When the enemy is most exhausted, and when one step forward will give you the fruit of the struggle you have borne. Wow, D. That is profound. That I have found to be the case in many ways. It is simply sticking to it, and the fog lifts, and the goal becomes visible. Some of you guys are long-distance runners, or maybe you're not, but maybe somebody will listen one day that's a long-distance runner, and you know that you have to stay the course. And in the middle, it's so tempting to give up. It's so tempting to just stop, especially when nobody's keeping track. There's nobody out there. There's no crowd cheering you on, squirting water on you, tossing you a water bottle. It's just you and your determination. Man, it's easy to give up. But you got to stick with it, folks, because the victory is so sweet. And the vision is worth completing. So let me know. Talk to me. What visions, what goals, what dreams do you have? I was just talking to a friend of mine, Rob Fisher, who has a tremendous ministry that he started, and he's making a huge difference in the lives of other people. D is a tremendous artist. My friend D. Deloy is a tremendous artist. If you have a book that needs illustration, I couldn't recommend him more. And Rich, I see you're talking to Lynn. This is so much fun. Oh my goodness. Look at this. See, I thought today was just going to be a messy middle kind of a day. And look how many of you are on there. You're talking with each other. This is awesome. This is awesome. Well, I wish I had more to say, but I don't. Other than this, life is great, and it's going to get... Where's Karen Sue Bailey Vance? Are you there, Karen Sue Bailey Vance? Haven't seen you. Beth, I see you. Glad you're there. Claire, I see you. My beautiful bride just came home. I hear her over there in the distance. Well, I'm sure Karen will jump on later. And also, Mame, are you there? I'm sure you'll jump on later as well. Well, Dee, God bless you, my friend. Beth, God bless you. Lynn, God bless you. Rich, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, turning on, and making my life worth living. I appreciate you so much. God bless you, and have a great, great Monday. Which way? Well, I'm the free world leader.
I'm the free world leader. Freedom's rolling out to you.